like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. The internet has no space for mistakes. Once you upload anything on the internet, chances are a couple of million people will see the content you've uploaded. Although this doesn't happen every day, I've still managed to find some of the scariest videos they've tried to delete from the internet. Stay tuned. Number 1. I feel fantastic. Meet Tara, an android that can sing. This video definitely gives you the chills considering how Tara's dressed. Rumor has it that Tara's creator was an actual serial killer who used to dress her up in his victims' clothes. The uncomfortable singing by Tara and the odd geometry of the house where the movie was shot have made it one of the most unsettling non-graphic videos on the internet. There are also eerie images of what appears to be an empty field scattered throughout the video. People started to speculate on the origins of the movie without any context provided by the uploader. Well, this should be expected. Just look at Tara. How's she feeling fantastic again? I gotta say, this looks straight up creepy. Number 2. This is a special time. For the lovers of ice cream, this commercial was definitely the wrong one. Most would expect that in the commercial there would be someone eating ice cream on a sunny day. But they did the opposite. The whole commercial was just inappropriate. I mean, how are you going to show your kids how to eat their brains out? Were they trying to create the next generation of zombies? Once the company realized how inappropriate the commercial was, they tried to erase it. But it was already too late, and they were already receiving negative feedback. Well, this should serve as a lesson, and next time, they'll have to consider their audience. Number 3. The Max Headroom Incident. Joker, is that you? This surprise hit everyone who was watching Max Headroom back in 1987. For those who didn't catch what was really happening, it's like someone hacked the broadcast signal just to laugh at everyone for almost 2 minutes before they realized that something wasn't right. The laughter was also very creepy and disturbing, and he wasn't doing anything else apart from laughing. The switch from the laughter to the normal program that was airing happened so smoothly that someone could think that it was part of the program. Yet it was also very scary and weird. I hope there wasn't a child around that saw that, because it would have haunted them for the rest of their lives. Something we wouldn't want. I think this is why they usually rate programs. Number 4. Teddy has an operation. Ever seen a teddy bear undergo an operation? If you've never done it, don't worry, it's not worth it. If you have a weak stomach, then you should reconsider watching this video. The video stars a teddy bear having a bizarre operation. Yeah, you heard that right. The surgery starts with the doctor shaving the teddy's belly, like a normal surgery. He then opens the stomach and adds sprinkles and candy to the bear. The video becomes strange when the doctor starts pulling out the bear's liver, heart, and kidney. Creepy, right? I mean, how many times do you see organs like the heart and kidneys being removed from a teddy bear? All weirdness aside, the video is worth watching if only you have a personal sense of dark humor, since all of Teddy's videos are bizarre. Number 5. Poco Shopping. It's official. The ones who own all these creepy channels are wicked retarded. Poco Shopping is a video that stars 2 dolls, Nora-chan and Queen Anta-chan. The video starts ordinarily like any other show, until something disturbing happens. Flesh starts growing in the colorful shop. Nora-chan's fresh internal organs start exploding as the flesh grows bigger. The shop becomes disturbingly bloody. This video should have been taken down considering there are kids who might watch it and it's extremely inappropriate. Everything about this video gives me the shivers. What in the world did we just watch? As freaky as this video is, the sick puppy who made it should be congratulated for putting a lot of work and talent into it. Okay, sure. Number 6. Dining room or there is nothing. Now I get it why they tried to delete such videos from the internet. This eerie short film isn't to be watched in the wee hours. The name's as complicated as the clip. The film stars a gray-skinned girl sitting at the dining room table with a spoon in hand. Behind her, through the window, is a visible fire. What's scarier is that she opens her eyes all of a sudden and talks to the viewers in an unknown language as we're slowly shown under the table where there's nothing. She closes her eyes. I don't know what she meant by this, but I'm sure it's not something that was meant to make us joyful. All we're left with are so many unanswered questions. As much as we don't understand what the clip is trying to say, it remains to be one of the scariest videos on YouTube. Number 7. Back Rooms. As the name suggests, the back room is an urban legend and creepypasta describing an endless maze of randomly generated office rooms and other environments. It's distinguished by the smell of wet carpet, the uniform yellow color of the walls, and the buzzing of fluorescent lights. Internet users have expanded upon this concept by creating different levels of the back rooms and the entities that inhabit them. The scariest part is that things got too real when this guy took a walk in the back room. The whole moment turned into a traumatizing experience when the guy began being chased by something that looked less human. The guy had to run around the room to save his life, but it wasn't all that easy. Every turn was just another terror to deal with. It almost seemed impossible to save his life, as the whole place seemed like an endless maze. Good thing he found his way out, because I can't imagine what would have happened if he didn't. Actually, the idea of back rooms was inspired by a topic that was started on the 4chan export on May 12, 2019. Here, an anonymous user requested that people upload unsettling photographs that just seemed wrong. The first image of the back rooms there was uploaded, showing a slightly crooked image of a yellow hallway. Since then, it's moved from scary to even worse videos. The graffiti found on the walls inside the back room and the awkward silence makes it even creepier. Number 8. Rubber Johnny. This is the most iconic music video of all time. It's crazy how not many people know about it. Johnny is a hyperactive, shape-shifting mutant child who's kept locked away in a basement. At first glance, the video appears eerie and could give a small child nightmares. But as you watch it a second time, the humor of it is evident. Johnny amuses himself in the dark with the sickest dance moves of the century, his dog by his side. The film is the work of the most imaginative filmmaker, Chris Cunningham. It was originally intended to be a 30-second TV commercial for the Aphex Twin album Drunks, but after falling in love with the concept, Cunningham decided to expand the concept to a greater length. I bet he wanted to show off his house dancing skills. Come to think of it, it actually makes perfect sense. Cunningham's idea for Rubber Johnny arose from his vision of a raver who changed as he danced. The concept eventually became the plot of the current movie, in which Johnny Cunningham is a lonely, disfigured, perhaps hydrocephalic youngster who's kept in a wheelchair and imprisoned in a dark basement with his chihuahua. Number 9. Possible fallen angel in Catalonia. You definitely have an idea of what creatures might be lurking deep in the woods at night. If it's not some territorial and vicious animal, then it's probably some scared animal that's out hunting for food. Or maybe a vampire, if you get what I mean. However, these people out in the woods were profoundly shocked when what they thought to be an interesting discovery turned out to be a real-life nightmare. What could that be? Well, could it be a fallen angel in Catalonia? Well, it looks like it. Evidently a humanoid species. The monster creature appears to be anorexic because it's almost skeletal. The body is nearly identical to a human's, yet it seems to have luminous eyes. However, the growths that protrude from its back mimic the featherless wings of molting birds. I was scared when I saw it, as it felt very disturbing, and at first, one can't really figure out what it is. Just think about the possibility of finding someone or something in the woods at that late hour. If that's not scary enough, when light hits his eyes, they appear to glow. I'm not surprised they ran for their lives. I'd definitely do the same, but even faster than the Flash. Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Number 10. Real demons caught on tape. Hold on a minute. Are those hands coming out of the ceiling? Oh, for a minute, I thought this was a horror movie, but it's actually a real-life scenario. How did this guy even end up inside this house only with a phone? This is the last haunted house you should want to live in. All these hands coming from the ceiling and from under the door are extremely creepy. There's definitely a story behind it. Perhaps this guy messed with the wrong demon and it got upset. He'd better let no one get a hold of him. This is hands down the creepiest video I've seen in ages. Could this be another case of receiving what you didn't order? I mean, this guy could have called for a handyman to fix the pipes, but instead, he got this. A hand monster, or monsters in this case. On a lighter note, that hand monster must be pretty handy around the house, right? Get it? Haha. Honestly, this looks like something that would only happen in a nightmare. Nightmare on Elm Street. The arms coming out of the ceiling are one thing. That Christmas tree from hell is another. But the creepiest thing is seeing that eye come out of the wall. Fair enough, his pals warned him against leaving a high five hanging. I bet he didn't listen. Until next time, adios.